Direct from Studio A of the Howell Cheney Technical High School Media Production Shop, it's HCTV News.
Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of HCTV News.
We are coming to you with some of the latest and greatest things around Cheney Tech. First, we have a short segment on the Eco House. I'm sure we've all seen carpentry working hard out there.
Philip LaPrise has an update on the project.
Cheney Tech is in the process of completing an eco house in the parking lot on the side of the school. The eco house will supply electricity throughout the school, saving energy for school uses. So far, the eco house has been close to being completed. Inside the eco house, the frame is now completed and installed. The rock foundation it is on is complete. The windows are almost done being installed, and the roof is in the process of being completed and will be finished soon. In the future, the door will be installed and the roof will be finished. After carpentry is done working on the eco house, then electrical will be installing solar panels on it. And HVAC will install pipes and vents leading into it. All of the tech schools are in the process of building an eco house to try to be more eco-friendly. So stop on by to see it after it is completed. It will be a sight to see.
I can't wait to see that when it's done.
Yeah, and while carpentry is working hard in the sun, culinary works in the heat of the kitchen.
Recently, media production visited the culinary department here at Cheney Tech. The students here are responsible for all the school's food with the guidance from the chefs.
Kadesi Jones demonstrates on how to make culinary's famous chocolate chip cookies that we all enjoy.
To watch the whole demonstration, you can check it out on the Cheney Tech Media Production YouTube page. For the link, visit the Cheney Tech website.
Come for this cookie. Nom 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 nom. Oh, nom 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 nom. Ah, bye bye.
They can make some good cookies.
Next up, we have a video about the hardworking people who keep us safe.
Yes, we mean one of our security guards, Paul Hansen. You've seen him, and now let's get to know him.
I think it's a great experience. I get to meet and interact with different people throughout the day, promote the safety and security for the school. For me, my average day here in the morning, around 9 o'clock, I come up to this hall here, the academic wing, check people for IDs and their agendas, make sure the halls are clear. Then I go into the lunch waves, into the cafeteria during the lunches. I do like my job. I think it's very rewarding, and it's a great place to work. The thing that I like the best about working here at Cheney Tech is the interaction I have, the opportunity to work with so many students. I think my role could be quite fun. At times we have grief we have to deal with. Sometimes people don't want to show their IDs or their agendas. The thing I like the best is, again, meeting all the different people, all the faces, all the diversity, interacting with everybody. From anywhere from the freshmen all the way up to Mr. Sartoris. It's just great interacting with people and try to encourage everybody to have a great day.
For the past couple of years, Cheney Tech has been trying to provide a safe place for everybody in school. They've had programs like Names Can Hurt and Cyber Ally Training. One of those programs is GSA, where students can speak openly and freely in a safe environment. I recently met with a couple of members in the club, and they spoke about how they felt about the program. The Gay Straight Alliance is an after-school club at Cheney Technical High School. Known as GSA, this club is for the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transsexual, queer students and their allies. This organization provides these students a safe place to speak freely where they will not be rejected or harassed. Karen Schmidt is not only a guidance counselor at Cheney Technical High School, she is also the club's advisor.
The activities that are done in GSA we have students where they can talk about any issues that they're having. We have a representative from True Colors. He's doing a youth activist program with us, and it's where students can speak truth to their power.
The members in GSA feel that this is an important organization at Cheney Tech. GSA provides a good support system that can help them with their personal problems that they are having. GSA is also trying their best to give the school more awareness about the LGBTQ community. So in the meantime, GSA is planning a school change project. We sat down with a few members who spoke about how GSA affects their school and benefits to them.
GSA affects Cheney in a positive way by giving the school diversity and allowing people to feel safe, because there are a lot of gay people in the school, some that haven't even come out yet. And by having a program like this, lets people know that they're not the only ones.
Some of the issues that we talk about in GSA has to do with the way that we are treated by some of our classmates, peers that are also in Cheney Tech, or even problems that we go through at our house. For instance, somebody could come out and their parents wouldn't accept them. So we just talk about stuff that'll help each other out.
It's also important to remember that GSA does not only support the LGBTQ community, it also supports any students that are seeking help or just generally interested in lending a helping hand.
GSA is an organization that supports gays, bisexuals, straights, anybody really from any walk of life. It affects Cheney in a positive way because people feel more safe to tell who they are and who they like, and they don't have to be scared to come to school and worry about if anybody's going to judge them because they are gay.
If any students are interested in joining GSA, see Ms. Schmidt for further information. She is located in the guidance office. GSA is held in the guidance conference room on Wednesdays from 3 o'clock to 4:15. Reporting from HCTV News, I'm Shan Simmons.
Thanks, Shan. We really encourage all of our students to support it.
Yeah, it's a really good experience. It's time for another shop profile. This time we'll be taking a look at HVAC. Let's go visit them and see what they are all about.
To me, HVAC is a trade of demand. It's a very interesting trade. You never do the same thing 2 days in a row. There's always something new out there, and the green technology and everything, the trade's always looking to stay up on things and stay ahead of the game.
I picked this shop because I thought it would give me good opportunities later after I finish high school. The best part of this shop is probably how much work we do and what we actually get done and all the production work we do. Currently we're working on a refrigeration system, doing the whole copper and soldering thing.
The HVAC department is currently in 2 or 3 different projects out in production. We're working in conjunction with the electrical and the carpentry department as far as an addition that's being put on a house, and we're doing some radiant heating. And there's always some other odd jobs. People bring appliances, air conditioners, refrigerators, stuff like that, and that we work on in shop.
The best part of the shop is probably the amount of work that we actually get to do. We get to do all kinds of different projects and get to work on customers' things. James and I just fixed a nice machine in culinary.
We do more than just one specific thing. So the students actually get to work with their hands, whether it's with the sheet metal in a very mechanical form. We do a lot of electrical, so they do a lot of work with the wiring and electricity. Or they can actually take a mechanical form and get into gear ratios, get into compression, and do almost like an engineering type. So there's a lot of different angles, a lot of different directions they can pick to go in. After they get out of Cheney Tech, the students really have 3 choices. They can either go straight to the workforce, they can pursue further HVAC education, or just go ahead and continue to college and other means. The ones that choose to go straight to the workforce from here, usually we will end up placing them with a local company doing either service or installation work at an entry level, where they can just pick up right where they left off here at Cheney and just actually start applying it out there in the workforce. In the past, we've had students work at Nutmeg Mechanical, Connecticut Cooling, Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning, A&B Cooling and Heating. Right now, we have a student placed that he's working at Advanced Heating and Air Conditioning. And we also are getting ready to start a student at Connecticut Cooling. This is a trade selection that's always going to be in demand. In the summer, people are hot and they want to cool down. In the winter, they're cold and they want to warm up.
Now let's go to Anthony LaPena for another sports update.
The Cheney Tech varsity baseball team is closing out a great season with a winning record of 18-2. Pitcher Mike Musumeci is pitching lights out with an 8-0 record and has only allowed 9 runs this season. The bats are also coming alive, with Nolan Fleming recently hitting for the cycle. Coach Marino has also informed me that freshman Elvin Gonzalez is swinging the bat well, hitting over 300 with 15 RBIs, and is playing great defense with the glove. Also, freshman Tim Cate and senior Ricky Brown are both hitting well over 400. The Cheney Tech softball team is off to an astounding start. They are currently first place in their conference, and their star Katie Sorois is a big reason why. The team is 18-2 behind Katie's 17 wins pitching, and she has only made one error in the field and is hitting a good .397 at the plate. Also contributing at the plate, Paige Marshall is hitting .500, and Jackie Ellis is hitting an astounding .600, helping the varsity softball team continue their success this season. Recently, we got a chance to speak with Thomas Moore, the Quinnipiac University men's head basketball coach, former UConn assistant coach behind the infamous Jim Calhoun. He talked to us about his philosophy on coaching and also told us what he felt his favorite NCAA tournament run was.
It wasn't quite like the 2011 UConn team that just a year ago had that magical run led by Kemba Walker, but that team was, the 99 team was such a fun team personality-wise. You know, they went into that national championship game against Duke as a 10-point underdog and never believed for a second that they weren't going to win the game, and really played that way. And that was an honor and a privilege to be along for that ride.
For the full version of our interview with Coach Moore, check out the Cheney Tech Media YouTube page. With your Cheney Tech Sports Update, this is Anthony LaPena. Have a great day.
Thanks, Anthony, for another important update. Speaking of our YouTube page, take a second to check out the Media Production Class of 2015 segment, Are You Serious?, on the YouTube page.
Last showing, we previewed a segment called Students' Points. Now here's the premiere segment.
Hi, my name is Aaron Martinez. Welcome to the first edition of Students' Point. On Students' Point, we'll talk about topics that are important to the students and find out how they feel. We created Students' Point because we felt as students in Cheney Tech, our opinion needs to be voiced. More than a few students feel underappreciated and unheard. So on Students' Point, our goal is to help give these students a voice and be heard. We'll be doing this in different ways, from interviewing students in the hallway to panel discussions with students and staff. So let's get on to our first topic. We went out with our equipment and talked with seniors and juniors about how they feel in general about Cheney Tech. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
I like Cheney as a high school because it gives us more of an opportunity than a regular high school would by giving us the education in a trade. It's also not quite as cliquey as a normal high school would be because we are more diverse as a student body and we are able to make friends easier.
I like Cheney Tech as a high school because everybody here is friendly and it's real productive. It's teaching me a lot of things that I'll need to know to go out into the real world.
I don't like Cheney at all. I feel like you can't go anywhere from Cheney. Well, I feel like a lot of the students are cool, but then again, some of them are not. So some of them it's easy to get along with, some of them it's not.
The students here get along very well, and I do find it very easy to become friends with other people.
I don't like most of the students here, but I'm easy to get along with.
I don't like a lot of the teachers, but some of the teachers are cool, and the teachers that are cool I get along with, but some of them have a lot of issues and everything, and they get mad at too many things. I prefer academics because I get to see my friends, and it's a lot easier than shop.
I think it's a good thing that we have all these different shops because everybody likes something different, and it'd be a good way to get everybody involved with something and that they enjoy doing in the future.
The different shops give a wide variety of skills for everyone to experiment in so that way we can all find what fits us best.
I do feel that Cheney Tech is going to help me get a good future, or a better future, because it's preparing me and getting me ready to know like what's going to, or what I want to do in my future, as well as preparing me to do those things.
As you can see, everyone has different opinion. That's another reason why we find Students' Point so important. It helps give students' different perspective on things. Well, that's it for our first segment. We have a lot more to talk about along the way, so stay tuned. In our next segment, we'll talk to freshmen and sophomores about how they feel about Cheney Tech. If you have any suggestions for topics or want to be on the show, please call Media Production or leave a note in Ms. Simon's mailbox. I'm Aaron Martinez, wishing you all a good day.
That's all we have for you today. Look out for another update coming to you soon. I'm Sarah Malucci.
And I'm Shan Simmons, signing off for HCTV News.